Everyone wants change. Everyone dreams of living a life filled with success, wealth, and freedom. But wanting it isn't enough. If you're not living that life right now, you need to face a hard truth. The biggest reason is not the economy, not your boss, not your parents, and not bad luck. It's you. That might feel uncomfortable to hear, but it's the most empowering truth you can accept. Because if the problem is you, the solution is also you. Too often, people point outward when they should be looking inward. They blame circumstances, other people, or timing, but the real barrier is the habits they've allowed to run their lives on autopilot. Habits are powerful. The actions you repeat every day, whether it's procrastinating, doubting yourself, or surrounding yourself with the wrong people, create the results you live with. If you keep repeating the same behaviors, you'll keep getting the same outcomes. It's that simple. And here's the harsh reality: if you don't break those habits now, nothing will change. 5 years from now, you'll be in the same place, struggling, frustrated, and wondering why life still feels like a battle. Except by then, you'll have even less energy, fewer opportunities, and more regret. The choice is clear: break free from the patterns that are holding you back, or remain stuck in the same cycle forever. That means taking ownership of your actions, replacing destructive habits with productive ones, and refusing to let fear or comfort keep you where you are. You have the power to change your life, but only if you stop blaming, stop waiting, and start acting. Change doesn't come from hope. It comes from disciplined, intentional action starting right now. Procrastination is one of the most common and dangerous habits holding people back from achieving their dreams. It's that voice in your head that says, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'm not ready yet." But here's the truth: tomorrow rarely comes when you expect it to. Today's later turns into next week, then next month, then an entire year slips by and nothing changes. Procrastination is lying to yourself. It tricks you into believing that there's plenty of time or that the perfect moment to start will arrive. But in reality, every moment you delay is a moment stolen from your future success. Every time you hit snooze on your alarm, scroll through social media instead of creating, or say, "I'll get to it later," you are training your mind to accept weakness and delay as normal. Over time, this creates a deeply rooted identity, the identity of someone who never quite follows through. Here's the brutal fact: success does not wait. Success loves speed. It rewards those who act quickly, who leap when the opportunity arises, who make decisions and move forward with purpose. The people who win in life aren't the ones who wait for motivation or perfect conditions. They're the ones who take the first step, even when it's uncomfortable or scary. Motivation is not the starting point. It's the result of action. You don't act because you feel motivated. You become motivated because you act. Waiting until you feel ready is the most expensive mistake you can make. It costs you time, progress, confidence, and ultimately your potential. Breaking the habit of procrastination means shifting from waiting to doing. It means turning readiness from a feeling into a decision you make every day. I will move forward right now. That first push, no matter how small, creates momentum, and momentum builds results. If you want to break free from procrastination, start by recognizing that it's more than just a bad habit. It's poison for your dreams. Every delay slowly kills your potential and limits what you can achieve. So don't wait another second. Stop postponing your goals. Take action today and watch how your life begins to change, because the antidote to procrastination is simple: move now. Blaming the system, blaming your past, blaming others. As long as you blame, you stay broke, because blame steals your power. It says, "I'm not in control," and if you're not in control, who is? Life isn't fair, it never was. But what's more unfair is living a life you hate because you spent it pointing fingers. Taking 100% responsibility isn't weakness, it's strength. It's leadership. It's the moment you go from victim to warrior. Every minute you spend blaming is a minute you're not building. The second you say, "It's their fault," is a second you could be saying, "Here's what I'm going to do about it." Winners don't waste energy on what they can't control. They take ownership and turn it into leverage. Take a moment and really think about the people you spend the most time with. I'm not talking about their style, their jokes, or how many followers they have on social media. What truly matters is their mindset, their attitudes, beliefs, and how they approach life. Whether you realize it or not, you are becoming more like those people every day. Humans are wired to adapt and mirror their environment. If the people around you think small, settle for less, or complain constantly, you will start to do the same without even noticing it. You'll shrink to fit into their comfort zone, lowering your own standards and dimming your ambition. Your environment can either be your prison, trapping you in limitations and negative thinking, or your launchpad propelling you toward growth and success. That's why surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the most important decisions you can make. You need a circle that challenges you, pushes you, and refuses to let you play small. People who inspire you, hold you accountable, and believe in your potential even when you don't. This kind of support isn't just nice, it's necessary. Here's the hard truth: growing often means outgrowing. You can love people and still move on from relationships or friendships that no longer serve your future. Staying in toxic or stagnant circles out of comfort or familiarity is one of the biggest traps for your success. Your future is too valuable to risk it on who's safe or easy to be around. Choose your circle intentionally because your growth, your mindset, and ultimately your success depend on it. Remember, who you spend time with shapes who you become. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher. From a young age, we're often told that avoiding risk is the smartest choice. Stay inside your comfort zone, keep your head down, and don't rock the boat. It sounds safe, logical, and responsible. But the truth is, playing it safe is actually one of the riskiest moves you can make because it's the slowest form of failure. When you choose safety over risk, you're not protecting yourself, you're suffocating your dreams. Safety feels comfortable in the moment, but over time it kills growth. It holds you back from discovering your full potential and guarantees you'll never live the life you were truly meant to live. The security you think you're gaining is actually a prison limiting your progress and possibilities. Think about every great achievement in history. Every breakthrough, every success story involved risk, calculated risk. Yes, not reckless gambling, but bold, intentional steps into the unknown. And with risk comes discomfort. It's scary to leave the familiar behind and step into uncertainty. But that discomfort is the sign you're moving forward. It's where growth happens and where your next level is waiting. Waiting for the perfect time or the perfect plan is a trap. Those moments rarely, if ever, come. If you spend all your time waiting, you'll miss your chance. The only thing worse than failing is living with the regret of never having tried at all. Taking risks means embracing uncertainty, facing fear, and choosing growth over comfort. It means understanding that failure isn't the enemy, stagnation is. The real danger isn't falling down, it's never stepping up. So don't let fear of risk keep you small. Dare to move beyond your comfort zone. Because on the other side of discomfort lies opportunity, freedom, and the life you've always wanted. Playing it safe might feel like the smart choice now, but it's the real risk that will cost you everything that matters. Most people think failure is the enemy, but it's not. The real enemy is fear. Fear of failing, fear of looking bad, fear of making mistakes. That fear is what keeps people stuck, paralyzed, and trapped in a life far below their potential. The true failure isn't when you fall down or mess up. Real failure is when you never even take the shot because you're too afraid to miss. It's when you stay on the sidelines, too scared to risk it all for your dreams. That fear of failure kills more dreams than failure ever could. Look at every successful person you admire. What do they all have in common? They have failed more times than most people even tried. But here's the key: they didn't let failure define who they were. Instead, they let failure refine them. They learned from every mistake, every setback, and every loss. Failure became their greatest teacher, showing them where to improve, where to adjust, and how to get stronger. Failure is not a brick wall, it's feedback. It's the compass pointing you in the right direction. But if you're too afraid of that feedback, you'll never take the steps needed to grow. You'll stay frozen, stuck, and safe. But safe is a trap. If you never move, you'll never win. If you never risk, you'll never reap the rewards. The only way to guarantee you lose is to never try, to let fear win by default. But here's the truth: courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. The moment you choose to act, even in the face of fear, you take control. You reclaim your power. So remove the fear, take the leap. Embrace failure as part of your journey, not the end of it. Because the real failure isn't falling down, it's never getting up. Break these 5 habits or stay broke. Keep procrastinating, keep blaming, keep surrounding yourself with toxic people, keep playing it safe, and keep fearing failure, and your life will never change. Or you can rise up, take action, change your circle, take calculated risks, embrace failure, and build a life you don't need a vacation from. The choice is yours. But remember, success doesn't wait, and life doesn't care about your excuses. Move now.